Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moore will throw. Under fire. And he's going to go down at the 1. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got it in the middle, it's Casper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. Powers through the defender. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And winning first down is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Moore to the air. Unloads it left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away and complete.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky 4th down decision coming. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Fights off a defender and runs through another guy. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. Looking for room. It's Hughes. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Moore will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The option look, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Tate. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He wants to change this route. The toss to the outside. Hits him with a stiff arm. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to surge it in. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. An 84-yard drive there, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. A quick pass to the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Byers on the move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Got a man. It's Hughes. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the 1st down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. Across the 45. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's a heat.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Give to the single back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Moore to the air. Plucks it out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Stewart. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Moore will throw. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the move. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Lost to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Moore. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
And the Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. Turning it on. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And holding on to a first half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Snagged in the middle, it's Peoples. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Breaks into the open. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Around the edge, it's Peoples. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. On the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Now it's third and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Moore to the air. Going for the big play. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And you're seeing the aggressiveness by the offensive coordinator on the first play of the second half. They take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He's looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Dances away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Can the D deny them on second and goal?
42 Spider.
Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Dead center perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Gain of 19 on the play. And a first down for the offense.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets it out quickly. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Moore will throw. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David. Chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Give to the running back. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit too for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run the option. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
You can tell this quarterback no more coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try it over the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab, it's Peoples. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Cricket.
On the run, it's Donaldson.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball's right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.